You know, one of the things that I remember you and I talked about in 17, I don't remember what month of 17, but it was certainly sometime in 17, was that one of the biggest challenges that you faced was the chicken and egg. Do we go after sponsors? Do we go after investors, right? And how do we balance that? So in 2017, there was clearly an uptick, as you've articulated, in the number of sponsors realizing this as an alternative. But how did obviously the investors reacted positively to that, but what were they thinking during this period of tremendous volatility that upped their investment activity, do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a couple things. One, as public markets have, volatility and experience, some downturns, it's a great opportunity to say, like, why do you have all your eggs in one basket, right? As an investor, investors know and they hear the diversification story, but the diversification story for years until the alternative investments started to open up, like commercial real estate. Oh, the diversification was stocks and bonds and, publicly traded REIT stocks, right? That was like, okay, check the box. Well, now as private markets and commercial real estate being one of the largest become available, those investors now have that access to something that they never had access before. So that's number one, is they recognize, like, I need to go find access. Number two, we started doing a better job of communicating that out to investors, right? I finally, Brent Heigelke, who joined me to run marketing, hey, you've got to spend some dollars to communicate and get the word out there, right? People won't just naturally find it. So we spent a lot more time, to your point, that kind of equilibrium on a marketplace, what we'd solved or started to solve the supply side. Now it was time to go and communicate to the demand side that this was now available. And we had to do a lot around education, right? Because this is a new way for investors to have access, and they want to learn about the ins and outs of what does IRR mean? What are the different metrics? What should I look at when I'm thinking about investing in commercial real estate? And really the third thing that we did in 2018 was we actually also expanded the solutions that we offered to investors. For the first 4 years at CrowdStreet, we offered the direct investment model, I call it the self-serve investors. They got to come and pick between different asset types and geographies and sponsors and put together their own portfolio. And that's great. There's always those investors that love doing that themselves. But many investors wanted to have additional ways to invest, whether it was funds or whether it was privately managed accounts. So that was really the year that we made that decision to expand our suite of products available to investors, because that many will not invest just directly.